test mic, sound check. Hello, guys, and welcome again to this edition of Learning with Rich. In this topic, so let's continue our discussion about the family for the preparation for Revit MEP examination. Okay, last topic we have discussed on how to differentiate families in Revit, like the component system, component family, system family, and in-place family. Okay, so you can call component family as a loadable family also. So basically, we have three types of family, which is loadable or component families, system families, and in-place family. So that is what we have discussed last time. So this time, we are going to talk about how to create a new type of family, as well as how to add and edit connectors in Revit family. All right, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is, so I'm going to show you first I'm just going to create first a Revit project. So I'm gonna use mechanical default template if you are going to do only mechanical. If you're going to create mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, so you need to use systems default metric. So this is the combination of the three discipline. Okay, so let me use systems default metric. So I click this one. So it will now create a new project. Okay, and then after that, this is now the project. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new family. New family. I'm just going to use here a generic template. Okay, so every time you create a family in Revit, so you need to use a family template for this one. So let's say I'm going to create a very simple mechanical equipment. So I will be using metric mechanical equipment. So I'll be using this one, and then I'll create open. All right, so this is now the Revit MEP family creation environment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create an extrusion. Let's say, for example, that is my equipment. So I'm going to create here, before I use extrusion, let me use a reference plane. So I'll create two reference planes, two vertical and two horizontal. Right. Okay, then let me just put a dimension here. Equal. Let me put this one. Okay, then I'll be creating another dimension from here to here. Equal from here to here. All right. So let's say I'm going to select this. I'm going to add here a label. So let me call this, let's say width. Okay. And then let's say this is my mm, length width length. So let's say that's my length. Right, and then I'll be changing the dimension. So let's say the length is 1,200, 1,000. Okay, you can use any dimension. Okay, so you can use any dimension. It's up to you. Right. Okay, so I'll be using this one. So I'm going to create here an extrusion. So I select extrusion. I'll create a rectangle. It from here to here. Okay, and then I'm gonna make sure I'm going to lock it. Lock, lock. Oh, okay, and then I'll just select check. Okay, then after that, you can check that in 3D view. So how about I'll just drag this one. So I'm not going to create another parameter. So I'll just move it manually. Okay, so let's say this is already in the family that I want. This is now the equipment. So I'm going to load this now into the project. I load it to the project, and this is now the family. Okay. Now the problem in this family is if I'm going to click this, the Revit will recognize that this is some mechanical equipment, but the problem is you cannot create here a system. Like for example, you want to add a duct, you want to connect that to an electrical panel, you want to add a pipe. So that's the problem. There's no way for you to be able to create a system or a logical system or connectors, okay, to this family. So what we are going to do is I'm going to teach you how to add connectors to your family, okay? So to do that, I'm going to select again the family, and then there's an option here, edit family. Just click this one. Okay, you'll be going back again to the family editor. So I'll go to the 3D view. All right. So let's say in this family, I want to create or I want to create a duct from this top portion. So what I'm going to do is from the create tab, there is the connectors panel here. So you can select duct connector. So I click duct connector and then I'm going to place it here at the top. There you go. And then I select here modify. Then after that, if I'm going to select the connector here, from the properties, you can change here the parameter. Okay, so let's say I'll change the height here. So say I want 350, right? So 350 by, let's say 300. Okay, that one. And you can change here the flow configuration also. So let's say this is system and this is, let's say, the out. I will leave the system classification as supply air. Let's say the flow is what? 200, and then I'll just select apply. That's it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to load it back again to the project. So this is how you add connectors. Because in the examination you will be asked by the Revit during the examination how to edit your family. Okay, so that's one of the question there. So I'm going to select load into project, go and just override it. Okay, so if I'm going to select my 3D, so if I click this time, as you can see, I can now create a system here. And if I'm going to click that icon, I will be able to create a duct from there. Okay, so you see, I can now create system from there. So let's say I'm going back to the one dash mech. So let's say I create here a section. I open this section. So you see, let me just close this. Let me close this one. All right. So I select this one. If I click this, like what I have said, it will create a duct here. Okay, so let's say I pick here, and then I'm going to pick one here, and then there you go. So you see, if I select this icon and make it fine, so as you can see, there's the duct here. I type SD. You see, there's the duct in 3D view. There you go. Now, so let's say for example you want to connect this to an electrical equipment. So what are you going to do? So you need to add an electrical connector. So how to do that? Same procedure, just click that and edit family. I go to the 3D view. So let's say I'm going to put here the connector, electrical connector. So I select create connectors, electrical connector, and then I'm gonna pick this one. There you go. So there's the connector. So if I click this, again, it's up to you. How do you want to modify your connector? So let's say this is your power balance. And then I will leave the number of poles to 1, login, load classification. So let's say this is for HVAC. Let's say the voltage is 220, 100. For example, this is now my connector. So again, I'm going to load this into the project and then override. So you will notice if I click again the family here, so again, you can now create a system here, electrical. or power system. So if you want to add a pipe here, so let's say you want to add a pipe, you want to generate a pipe somewhere here. So same procedure, just click edit family, go to the 3D, let's say here. So I go to create pipe connector, uh, I press the tab, oh sorry, I undo. So I'm going to press tab to cycle the selection. So once this face highlights, so I'm going to place the pipe connector. There we go. So I can change the size of this. What's this diameter? Okay, so how about 200? There you go. So again, you can modify the flow configuration. Okay, you can change that. So let's say that is for my hydronic supply or whatever is that. So let's say 100 and then just load it back again. Override. There you go. So as you can see, you can now generate a pipe from this side here. So if I go to the section that I just created a while ago and then click this portion, as you can see, I will be able to create there a pipe. Okay, all right. So basically, that's how you add and modify the connector to your family. Now, another thing that I would like to discuss is how are you going to create a new family type? Because as you can see, if I'm going to click this one, it's just called family one. There's no proper name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this. I'm going to edit the family and then let me save it first. I will save as family. So I'll just save it here on my documents. So let's say this is my boiler. 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 There you go. So I load it back to the project. Okay. The modify. So this is now the boiler. See, there's the boiler. And of course, this is also your boiler. Oh, I didn't override it. So this is the old one. So this is the new one after I save it. So this is the boiler. Now the next thing is if I click the drop down, I only have one type here. Okay. As you can see, the other families here, they have their types. Okay. They have the instance and then they have the type here. But in my case, I only have the instance and I only have one type. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a new family type. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this and then I'm going to select your edit family, right? And let's say I'm going to base my boiler based on the size. So I'm going to rename this first and then I'm going to call this 1000 by 1000, right? So that's now my first type. Now I'm going to create another type. So I'm going to duplicate this. So let's say this is 2000 by 2000. And then I'll change this to 2000 by 2000. There you go. Right? So if I click this, I now have two types. So I have 1000 by 1000. I have 2000 by 2000. Okay. So if I go to systems, mechanical equipment, so let's say I want 1000 by 1000, then I can place it here. Okay. What I am not going to advise is you click the family and then you go to edit type. Do not just simply modify the parameters here because if you are going to do that, it will override this type here. So before you modify anything, any parameters here, it would be better to duplicate it first, change the name, and that's the time you change the type parameters. Okay. All right. So basically, that's how you uh, create a family with connectors. That's how you add and edit the connectors. And we also discuss how to create a new family type. So these are all parts of your examination. So hopefully you have learned something from this video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, just put it on the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.